Hello, class. We're going to today work on work problems. The problem goes something like this. You can clean up a job site in 4 days. Your father can clean up the job site in 2 days. How long, if you work together, would it take you to do the job? So what we're going to do is we're going to have a kind of our normal chart, but we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to shift everything over, and we're going to add in an extra column to the left. And that column is going to be your time alone. The time to do the complete job. So this is the time alone. And it takes you 4 days to do this job alone, and your father 2 days. So the work rate is how much of the job you could do in 1 day, which is going to be the reciprocal of this column. So this would be 1/4 and 1/2. You work together for some amount of time we don't know, so that's going to be x and x. We multiply across. And if you complete the job, you do 100% of the job. So this is going to be a 1. As usual, the equation is going to come from this last column. So we have x over 4 plus x over 2 equals 1. From there, we've learned in this chapter to clear the fraction by multiplying through by the LCD. In this case, the LCD is 4. Reminding ourselves that the most common mistake for this is to forget to multiply the integer, the 1, by 4. So then we get x, 3x, equals 4, and x equals 1 1/3. Now the answer is going to be 1 1/3 days, because the whole problem was in terms of days. And you might remember earlier in the year when we did rate times time equals distance, we always had to do it in terms of hours. We did that because the rates were given in terms of hours. But in this, if everything is in terms of days, you can do it in terms of days. The next type of problem is, again, a work rate problem, but you do not work the same amount of time, so the times are going to be different. So it takes you 6 minutes to rake the lawn. Your robot that you just bought takes only 5.5 minutes. You worked together for 2 minutes, and then you got tired, and you let the robot finish the job. So the question is, how long would it take the robot to finish the job by itself? Your time is 6, time alone is 6. The robot is 5.5. So we take the reciprocal for the work rates. 1 over 6, 1 over 5.5, and it might be easier for us to change that to 2 over 11. The time, you worked for 2 minutes. The robot worked for 2 minutes with you, and then some unknown amount of time. We multiply across. I'm going to simplify that from 2/6 to 1/3, and we're going to put 2/11 times 2 plus x. We completed the job, so our work done is going to be 1. We add down the last column for our equation. So we get 1/3 plus 2/11 times x plus 2 equals 1. Again, we want to try to clear the fraction by multiplying through by the LCD. The LCD in this case is 33, which gives us 11 plus 2 times the quantity of 2 plus x equals 33. we distribute the 2. We group everything. The x's on the left, the numbers on the right. One slight change we needed to make was this is actually 6, because 33 divided by 11 is 3 times 2 is 6. So that makes this slightly different. So that's 11 plus 12 plus 6x. This is now a 6x. And the 6x is going to equal 10. And then x equals 5/3. So it would take the robot 1 2/3 minutes to finish the job. So be careful in this style problem because the times are different. You're going to have to figure that out. Have a good day.